Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Cailin French, and I am a sociology major with a minor in criminal justice. This is my first year as a college student after having a 4-year gap, so I'm a little rusty when it comes to getting thrown back into a school setting. Bear with me, I did use the questions provided to help guide me through this introduction video. So I guess I will start with where I'm from, which is New Richmond, Wisconsin. It's very close to the Minnesota border. I never really thought that I would leave my hometown, but when I decided on attending college, I figured I would branch out and explore more than what my hometown could provide me. Before I had graduated high school, my junior year, I was required to write an essay on colleges, where I had to pick 3 colleges and research a major and what each college had provided. 2 of the colleges I picked were in Wisconsin, which was UW-Platteville and, of course, UW-Stevens Point. The 3rd college was somewhere in Maryland. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but I ended up picking UW-Stevens Point. The reason why I chose this college was mostly on the location. It's very close to where I drill once a month, and I also have friends that are here. Also, I did research on the school. It really fit the criteria of what I'm going for in a major, and also provides opportunities to me that I would for in the future that I would like to pursue. Now on to less boring and more interesting things and personal things about myself. I like to take little pleasures out of life, like reading fantasy novels. I've been currently immersed in the Empyrean series. I'm on the 2nd book, which is called Iron Flame. I'm almost actually done with that book, which I'm kind of sad about because there are 5 books in the series and only 2 have been released. The next one doesn't release until, I think, January of 2025. So, I mean, it's close, but I'm going to be really sad when I'm done with the 2nd book. It's a very consuming book series, that is pulled from today's war teachings, like war colleges. Then adds dragons and love-hate relationships, and of course action and conflict, which mostly the dragons and the conflict and everything got me pulled into this series because I like dragons. So, I mean, I may or may not be obsessed with this book series. I don't know if you can tell. I also enjoy spending time outdoors. I like to run and take my loving dog, Scout, out for walks. She's a very active and hyper 1-year-old Springer Spaniel, who always needs attention and cuddles, like extra attention. She doesn't know the concept of personal space. It can be a bit much at times, but it's to be expected since she is still a puppy. Other hobbies I have is that I like to play video games. I'm not going to really dive too much into that and geek out, but whenever I have time, I just like to relax and play video games with friends. I also like to cook and bake when I have the time to. It's kind of hard to do that with the schedule that I have, but I like to experiment with ingredients and just make weird concoctions and whatnot. Other than what I previously stated, I am also interested in trying new things and exploring outside of the bounds of what I'm used to. Hence why I moved 3 hours away from home. An interesting fact that I would like to share with all of you is that I'm low-key obsessed with Dr. Pepper and have drank an unhealthy amount of it throughout this summer. So if you want to win me over, Dr. Pepper is the way to go. Speaking of summer, most of mine was wasted away due to a training event that I had to partake in for the military. We ended up having to fly down to Louisiana in the start of June, and it was suffocatingly hot. And the first week was nothing but storms and a couple of tornadoes that weren't anything too serious, But yeah, that was an interesting experience. Though it was an experience that I cherish, but also had resented, mostly because of the heat. It was a lot. Other than that, I mostly worked this summer and attended some fairs that were either in town or outside of town. I think I attended 4 fairs this year, so a lot of my money went to fair food. I'm hoping that next summer I get to be outdoors more. Other than the fact that I did attend these fairs, I felt like I did not spend much time outdoors for my own personal well-being. So hopefully next summer, I will be outdoors and doing more outdoor things. But for now, I'm trying to be prepared for this school year, which I'm pretty excited about. I'm excited to dive into classes and get me further into my major and what I want to do. I really hope to have a great semester and year. I'm excited to work with all of you in learning the importance of oral communication, because I know for sure that this course will help me overcome my anxieties in public speaking. Even though this is a setting where I'm speaking through a device to you guys and not directly in front of you guys in more of a public speech setting, I know I tend to fidget and lose train of thoughts. So I'm really hoping that this will help me understand my personal anxieties and to overcome them. You could say that I'm ambitious and maybe a little overconfident. I would say that about myself. But again, I have my nervousness that eventually I will get over. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to me talk about myself, and I look forward to our future conversations in this class. Thank you again, and goodbye for now.